This was the first time this billionaire ever drove a Ferrari, and right away he noticed a few fatal flaws. There was air mixed into the braking system, and it wasn't fast enough. It had none of the horsepower a real sports car should have. But the most ridiculous part was, this so-called top-of-the-line supercar had a clutch worse than an average car, so he immediately drove it into his own tractor workshop. But after running a few checks, he was shocked to discover that the clutch used in this Ferrari was exactly the same as the one he used in his tractors. After confirming it was all true, he went straight to see Ferrari's founder Enzo Ferrari. At first, he praised Ferrari for being a world-class leader in the auto industry, then gently pointed out the problems he had encountered, and even suggested a collaboration to develop a high-performance clutch. But the moment Enzo heard he was just a tractor manufacturer, he gave him a condescending look.
I've got a dinner appointment.
Forgive me, but your clutch does not live up to your car. I come as a friend. I'm sure you know this. I'm not the first to point it out. I have a solution. If you consider a partnership, we make the best cars in the world.
Go back to your tractors, farmer.
That sarcastic tone made the man furious, and he wasn't about to stay quiet anymore.
You're stealing from people. You're charging 10 times what it cost me to put a better clutch in my tractor.
But Enzo didn't hold back either, saying the man was uneducated and had no idea what kind of technology a supercar needed. Then he just got in his car and drove off. What Enzo never imagined was, his behavior that day would give birth to one of Ferrari's strongest competitors ever, and even rewrite the history of the supercar world. The man's name was Gio. Before all this, he was just a nobody with no real accomplishments. In 1945, as the smoke of World War II slowly cleared, a new dawn arrived in Sicily, Italy. Gio returned home riding on a military truck with other veterans, but the first thing he did wasn't going home. It was going to see his girlfriend who had waited 3 years for him. When they reunited, they couldn't hold back their emotions anymore, and embraced each other tightly. Gio then took his girlfriend back to his hometown. His brothers rushed forward and hugged him with excitement. When his father saw his son standing before him safe and sound, he was so emotional, he pulled him into a tight hug. Being reunited with his family helped Gio recover from the trauma of war. But that long-awaited joy didn't last very long. Gio soon found himself feeling lost again, because his father hoped he would take over the family business one day. But deep down Gio knew he didn't want to spend his life stuck on a farm. So he told his dad that his brothers could take care of it instead, because he had served as an engineer in the army, and he already had his own plan. He told his father that since agriculture in Italy was booming now, farms were in growing need of tractors, but the only company making tractors in the area sold machines that were ridiculously expensive, way too big, and insanely fuel-hungry. So Gio wanted to build a small, affordable tractor that any average family could afford to use. But his old-fashioned father thought he was just daydreaming. After all, with how fast industry was developing, there was no way farmers like them could compete with big capitalists.